Good morning, everyone. We are finally live. All right, we had a little bit of a technical difficulty this morning with Comcast internet, but we are back up. We're ready to go, and we're excited to give you details because today is the first day of the GoPro Mountain Games. It's a 4-day event and lots of things going on. So we want to get to that. And of course, we got a big show for you. We're going to have Ken Hovey and Meredith standing by in Vail and Lion's Head. And then also, we're going to be talking to some other people about different things that are going on. We're going to interview some artists with the GoPro Mountain Games. I'm not sure if you guys remember Chris Benchelter. He is with Atomic. He put together some really cool Grateful Dead skis for Atomic with his artwork along with Skywalker. Those two guys are in town doing a mural, so we're going to talk to them. And then a few other things. We're going to talk to Kelly Duncan. She is one of our reporters here talking about some cool things going on with concerts and venues post-pandemic. We'll be giving you weather and headlines, the live music lineup, and outdoor movies and art walks. So a lot of things going on for your Thursday. We're glad that you're with us here. You can watch us live daily, typically 7 to 8:30. Well, it's about 7:40 Mountain Standard Time now, so we'll be going a little bit later with our late start due to technical difficulties with Comcast. But we're normally here 7 to 8:30. You can watch us live, and we can make sure that you can see us on demand later on too. You can do that by going to Roku, go to Apple TV, you can go to Amazon Fire, you can go to YouTube, Facebook, and then make sure you subscribe and you like us so that you can get the alerts that we're live, that we're going on, and you can watch us from anywhere, anytime. It's all up to you. But if you want to watch us live, you can chat if you hop on YouTube or Facebook, and we want to see what chat has to say today. But let's quickly get to the weather, and then we're going to take it outside to find out what the weather is like with our remote host. This weather is brought to you by Betteridge Fine Jewelry and Watches since 1897. They're located in Solaris, where the Gear Town will be, and we're going to see beautiful weather once again, and it's going to be just perfect for all these outdoor events, whether it's Pride in the Park in Avon on Saturday, the Art Walk, the second Friday's Art Walks down in downtown Eagle on Friday, and then, of course, the music and everything else you're going to find at the Mountain Games. We're going to see temperatures warming up pretty rapidly this morning. Right now in Eagle, it's 52. Vail is 54. Edwards is 52. And Avon is seeing 54 as well. The high today will be right around the upper 70s for Vail, and then a little bit warmer as you travel down in elevation. Slight chance of showers, a little bit of cloud cover, but wind. That is going to be the big event today. Wind as gusty as 35 miles per hour. So fire danger, red flag warning in effect for the state right now. But clear throughout the next couple of days. But don't take it from me. You can take it from our hosts who are standing by remotely. Hey, let's see who we got here. Ken, can we bring in Ken Hovey? And there's Meredith. Everybody.
Hello.
Good morning.
Is that your fuel? Everyone's got their coffee, their tea going. I got my my water in my Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea Roasters cup. How are you guys?
Fantastic.
Now that we're up and running, now that Comcast got their act together.
I know.
Thanks, Comcast.
Okay, Ken, where are you? You've got rays of sunshine coming over your shoulder. It looks beautiful.
I'm trying to block it. Enjoying coffee, watching the sunrise right now. Here, I'll let you take a gander, Tricia. It is awesome.
I see.
Magnificent. I'm telling you what, I'm getting rid of that adjective, by the way. No more awesome. Peppy's face, Tricia. You know where I'm standing.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
right?
Yes.
Looking down right over here. Lodge at Vail, Vail Mountain Club. Basically, like, ground zero area for GoPro. Gondola One. Look at that. Look at the mountains. And that's what I'm talking about, Tricia Swenson. That's our duty here for Vail Daily Live, is to like go out and be in the mountains for the people that can't be here, or for the people that are preparing to be here. I have been preparing to be here all morning long. Comcast delayed that. And since then, Tricia, you were exactly right. It's going to warm up. When I got here, jacket weather. Right now, sweating, standing in an ant pile. They're just crawling up my legs. The ants are awake, Tricia.
Oh my God, the ants are awake, and the ants are marching. Oh, that looks gorgeous. And Gondola One will be open this weekend, Ken. Vail Resorts decided to open it for 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So we'll have those scenic gondola rides, 9:30 to 4:30. You can get the lunch and lift ticket if you have your Epic Pass. already for next year. You can hop on, and if you have 12 and under, they can ride free with a paying
Sweet.
adult.
Trisha, I know that you have your I guess I could say your stepchildren, right? But you haven't had to go through, I don't think, like with children. There's literally ants. The 12 to 13-year-old thing. It's like the first time that you teach your kids to lie about their age.
I know. You know what?
Right?
I remember my dad. My dad was a very honest man. But yeah, when you're like the movies
Gonna
or
save
like
$25. What are you saying? Tell them you're 12. And you're like,
I
Dad, I'm
know.
17. Oh, they don't know. They're not allowed to question you these days.
I know. Yeah, if you're short enough, you might be able to get away with that. But yeah, 12 and under are free. Okay.
Trisha, I just wanted to say though, thanks to everybody for sticking with us this morning. It did take about a half an hour delay to get things fired up. As Trisha had mentioned, weather is looking great today. Wind is going to be a factor. We do have Meredith. She's over in Lion's Head today. I'm excited to learn more about all the like sort of doggish things that are going on. I don't know that they quite have that. And then Trisha, I'm going down. I'm going to venture down out of the sun, go through
Out of the
some
ants.
What's that?
Out of the ants.
I'm not even kidding. I'm like every 30 seconds, I got to swipe one away, but it's all for the viewer, Trisha. It's all for shots like this. Take a look one last time. I'll head into the village. It's going to be a great weekend here for the GoPro Mountain Games.
Hey, Ken, I got to talk to you a little bit about this. You know, what's interesting is when you look back at the history of the GoPro Mountain Games, Rick Messmer was saying that he has been announcing the fly fishing competitions 19 times. This was established in 2002. You remember the Jeep Whitewater Festival. I used to volunteer for that. And that kind of morphed into this, you know, Joel Heath, Untraditional Marketing, all those guys. It's so cool to think about the history back in the day when it was called the Teva Mountain Games, and we thought it was Teva until we were all corrected by, of course, the shoe company. And
you nailed it right there. That is literally the history of the GoPro Mountain Games.
Yeah.
Almost
And then the Vail Valley Foundation, they bought the games in 2008, took it over in 2009, and then it became the GoPro became the sponsor in 2011. So kind of a little
you got
history.
Your facts.
Yeah. Well, I've done some
fact checking. Your history. Yes, that's right. Trisha, what year was the 8-ball introduced?
Oh man, I don't know, but I'm so happy that the 8-ball is back this year. That is going to be a fun event.
I don't know either. It's just I've taken so many hits to the head in the 8-ball that I don't know what year it came about either. So I'm excited though. It's Sunday. I'm telling you, viewers, if you want to go see some absolutely wild stuff and some big monster hits on pro kayakers, come to the 8-ball competition on Gore Creek on Sunday afternoon. It's like the end of the Mountain Games competition, and people love carnage, Trisha.
I know.
Love it.
I know. My sister and her husband are coming to the games for the first time, and I was just thinking we got to go to this. My husband loves this event. He was asking me, "Is the 8-ball coming back? Is Hovey going to be in it?" So we'll see you on Sunday for that.
It's on.
It's on. Well, let's bring in Meredith. We got to see what's going on with Meredith, and we got the chat too. Hello, Danielle. Good morning. Hey, we're happy to see you too, Danielle. And hey, Paul. Okay, so Ken, we got a chat for you. It says, "Hey, Ken, Mr. Awesome, loving this. If I could be anywhere in the world, it would be Vail. Instead, he's over in the UK." That's Paul Richards.
Oh man,
Paul.
Hey, Paul,
I hope you didn't worry about us when we weren't live at 7.
Paul, hopefully there's none of those restrictions still in place. Hopefully there's none of those restrictions still in place for Paul. You know, just jump on a plane. Come on out. Fly into Denver. I'll come pick you up.
Yeah.
Just shoot me a text, or I'll have one of the boys come down. We'll shuttle you up. You'll have the best time here. Trisha, I'm glad he's watching. I got lots of stuff here. I got to go down there.
You need
and tell viewers about the Mountain Games with my really high-tech piece of equipment.
Okay, all right. Let's take it to Meredith. Meredith is standing by over in Lion's Head, and that is where a lot of the events will be happening with the dogs. And Meredith, when you got there this morning, very quiet. No one was there. Exactly. What's happening now?
Yeah, you're exactly right. I arrived here about an hour ago on site, and I swear it was like so quiet, and it was only birds and probably like 2 dogs around, and now it is starting to heat up with the temperature, and the gondola is starting to run and people are starting to gather. So I'm over here at Lion's Head, and this is where a lot of the dog competition happening today. Today is the first day of the GoPro Mountain Games, and it's a big day for the dogs, I must admit.
Yeah.
We have the Dock Dogs Big Air, and that's right behind me, and that's where these dogs are training, and they run on this dock and they try to do as long of a jump as possible.
Yeah.
And it's definitely a crowd favorite. And then there's the Canine Super Wall.
Yeah, I think that's over by like the ice rink where the rink is at Solaris, Arabelle Square. And what's interesting is you take it's two people, it's two humans, one dog, and you have to figure out the order of how you're going to get everyone over the wall. And then they keep on increasing it.
Exactly. Actually, I think it's right here in front of me.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I haven't checked out the venue yet. So we're going to look at that.
Let's see. There's a ton of sun in my face. So here.
Okay. Oh, there it is. Oh, yeah. Okay, so they start out low and then they add boards where you see the black there in the center of that wall. They keep on adding boards, try after try after try. Wow, this is going to be super fun. A lot of spectator activity there. Okay.
Yes, and then there is the Rocky Mountain Dog Trail Run, which is going to be on Vail Mountain. And it starts and ends at Mountain Plaza. So that was actually right near where Ken was.
Okay. Yeah, and that's a nice thing you can do just kind of after work, come take your dog. You got to take your dog for a walk anyway. A 5K, just a little over 2.5 miles. So not too bad. You can almost do that one straight off the couch if you haven't been training. So
Exactly. And so then, there's also the catch wars today on the Eagle River. And Rick Messmer was telling us about that a little bit on Tuesday. Yeah. And that's where a team of two will go out and raft, and they are fishing and rafting at the same time.
Yes, and our executive producer Lindy, her husband Eric Fanensteel is going to be one of the judges for this, and she said what's going to be a big factor with this, especially if they do this later in the day when the wind picks up, is the winds. We're going to have wind gusts up to about 35 miles per hour, so that could have affected those guys with their casting and just trying to row in on the river as well. So, all right, so we've got that going on. Catch wars today as well.
We also have yoga at 5 p.m. at the Ford Park, which is a free event. And we have local teachers teaching that. And it's going to be a 90-minute inspirational, uplifting class. So that is very inclusive to our yogis. And then we have a few events that happen annually every day. So there's some live art happening at Solaris 1 p.m. daily, which is really cool to have art included in such an athletic event.
Well, you know what? They call it athletes, art, mountains, and music.
Yes, I love that. And there's a slackline show that also happens over at the Kayak Hole at the International Bridge at 1 p.m. every day as well. So they took away the main slackline competition that I feel like for the past few years happened at Solaris, but there is going to be a slackline show, and it is so entertaining. I mean, it is scary just looking at that photo.
I know. I can't believe they do it, especially doing it over that creek. But, they're professionals, they're athletes. They are tethered in, but they're so good. It's not like they ever fall. But yeah, and Meredith, that is what's different is there's no slackline competitions this year, and there's no big climbing wall competitions. We used to bring in a ton of international athletes. It was a pretty big event for the world of climbing, and that used to be at Mountain Plaza. So we have a few things that are different. And I think the in-person, the photo contest, that's not happening. The outdoor reels, the movie, they used to have the film festival. That's not happening either. But even if we drop out a few of those events, Meredith, we still have so much fun. And what I love is just going around to all the booths and collecting swag.
Yes, that's one of the best parts. And every day, GoPro is going to be doing a giveaway at Solaris as well at their gear tent, and that happens 2 p.m. every day. So
Okay.
you don't want to miss that either.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's awesome. Yeah.
And then
So
I think the coolest thing too, since we're on such a dog topic, is that there are dog adoptions over at Solaris today as well. And I think they're actually, it might be a daily setup as well, which I just think is so cool. So get out and adopt a dog if you're interested. I know that was pretty popular out in COVID.
yeah, well, and you know what? There's also some pet adoptions going to be happening tomorrow and Saturday. That's called the Tail Rally in the Vail Valley. And Meredith, we're bringing this down to the Innit Riverwalk, and they're working with the Rifle Animal Shelter to help dogs find their forever home. So they're going to have a yappy hour, 4 to 7. They're going to have local brews and little puppy kisses, dog adoptions throughout that same period of time. And then on Saturday, same dog adoption going on from 1 to 4, and a mutmosa bar. So not a mimosa, a mutmosa from 11 to 2. And they'll have some refreshments for the canines as well. So dogs everywhere this weekend. Wherever you look, you can get a dog.
We're going to be seeing a lot of dogs run. I'm going to try to go find a pup to bring on.
Okay. We'll let you go find a dog athlete, and we'll check in with you in just a little bit. We're going to take it to a commercial break. Thank you so much for joining us for today's edition of Vail Daily Live. I'm sorry we got a little late start due to some technical difficulties with Comcast, but we are here and we're with you to give you the details, the weather, activities, whether it's GoPro mountain games or beyond. We're going to fill your day and your weekend with fun. We'll be right back.
Do you dream of owning land near the biggest lakes, tallest 14ers, and the best gold medal fishing in Colorado? How about right in the heart of ski country? Would it be worth a $75 raffle ticket for a chance to win it? You can own land in Twin Lakes and help St. Vincent Hospital Foundation raise funds. The drawing for this half-acre residential lot is June 24th. Buy your tickets today at coloradolandrush.com.
That's so cool that you could win land. If you took a look at that commercial we just ran. So what they're doing is St. Vincent Health, which is down in Leadville, they have done this fundraiser for the last couple of years, and they have a parcel of land, and this is down about 20 minutes southwest of Leadville, and then on your way to Twin Lakes, if you're familiar with Independence Pass, the beautiful lakes there, all the camping and fishing you can do around there, you get a 0.46 of an acre, or you can get $10,000. Raffle tickets just $75, or if you buy a few more, you buy 3 for $195, or you can buy 5 for $300, and choose what you're gonna win. If you win the $10,000, or if you're looking for that land, you can get that land. They're doing the drawing on June 24th. So you can sign up till even that day. You can go to coloradolandrush.com for more details, but pretty cool. And they're only selling 7,000 tickets. So it's not like they're selling a huge amount. So your chances of win are a little bit better with just having 7,000 tickets sold. But right now we're going to take a look at the headlines. Want to thank Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea for keeping me hydrated this morning. I got my water in there. I got to get some tea from them one of these days. They are located in Beaver Creek, their newest location, as well as Minturn. Ty Diaz was there yesterday, checking out their roastery and their cafe. And a lot of the local shops and hotels here and throughout the nation carry their coffee. They've been around for about 20 years. But the Vail Daily, We've been around almost 40 years, since 1981, bringing communities together. We're going to let you know the headlines for Thursday, the 10th of June. On the cover, super cool photo of some of the kayakers that are here. This is Mason Hargrove. He's 18, of Phoenix City, Alabama. He practices for the GoPro Mountain Games kayak freestyle on Wednesday in Vail. And let the games begin. That is the headlines for today. The GoPro Mountain Games return to Vail in a big way, starting today with a new lineup and a few twists, and Gore Creek peaking right at about the same time. So more on that on page A3. Also in today's paper, as live shows return in full, venue operators hope concertgoers appreciate the hard work of making music happen again. And show them some appreciation. We are bringing back concerts in full tilt here at different venues, and different venues across the state as well. And then also, Shred Act would help national forests manage surging recreation desires. After COVID, we saw a lot more people heading out to the trails, to the outdoors. More on this on page A4. And then Avon residents call for additional process improvements to the Wild Ridge emergency siren system. More on this on page A5. And then I got to point this out on A6, on A18, the Louis Vuitton store in Aspen targeted for a $500,000 burglary. Police looking for two suspects who entered by cutting a hole into drywall Saturday night at the downtown store. I mean, can you believe this? How could you get away with this? I mean, the pretty crazy. So check it out online or in today's paper. We also have the GoPro Mountain Games schedule on page 812 and 813. So if you want to grab that and kind of plan your week and your weekend around it, you can do so by just checking everything out with your free copy in your newspaper. You can find this in newspaper dispensers from Eastville down to Gypsum, or you can always just go online, vaildaily.com. You can check out the e-edition as well and stay up to date with what is happening. But I can't believe that Louis Vuitton store targeted drywall, just cut right through it. All right, there's a look at your Vail Daily headlines. I want to give you a chance to see what we have going on with the weather. If we look at our temperatures here, Denver already 70 degrees, Eagle 54, same with Vail, Edwards 57, and Avon 57 as well. And this weather report is brought to you by Avon, the heart of the valley. They're going to have some fun things coming up this weekend, including their Avon Art Walk. That'll be on Friday night. They have 9 new sculptures, and the artists will be there as well. So it should be a fun way to check out the artwork on their little Main Street Mall area. But temperature-wise for today, pretty similar to yesterday. We might see a few clouds come in. I had a chance to hop on the golf course and play 9 holes at 6 p.m. last night. Cloud cover came out. Felt a little nice. It had been a hot one today. So a little bit of cloud cover. We'll see an overnight low dropping down to the 40s and 30s, and then windy this afternoon. Wind gusts as high as 35 miles per hour. And we're also in a red flag warning. And what that means is fire danger, very high, low humidity, high winds, dry conditions. So please be very careful out there. And if you do see a fire popping up anywhere, a wildland fire, make sure you call the 911 immediately so crews can take care of that. We saw Red Hill just south of Gypsum get a scare this week. So we are back into fire season. But that's a look at your weather, and next couple of days look beautiful as well. So I think we're going to have perfect weather for what's going on. Hey, let's check out our Instagram now. We want you to like us, of course, on Facebook and Instagram. Follow Vail Daily Live, subscribe to our show, and follow us, chat with us if you want. But some fun things that we're seeing here. And you can send your photos to us. You can submit your videos to us as well. And that's a cool. Look at that cool hummingbird shot. That's pretty awesome. Oh, somebody's enjoying a nice brew. Looks like a German beer. All right, pretty cool. Okay. All right, but yeah, send us your photos. There's that bear video. Did you see this? Let's do it again. It's just so fun. Everyone's reposting this anyway. This is on Bridge Street. He's turning up Bridge Street. The guy was walking down Bridge Street. He quickly got out of the way. That's the Patagonia store, the old Golden Bear, if you remember what that is. But yeah, pretty crazy stuff. All right. Oh, Vail, Colorado. Oh, look at that beautiful shot. Yeah, send us your rainbow pictures. Send us what your pets are doing, your kids. We want to see your videos as well. So, oh boy, these are beautiful. A little bit of wildflowers starting to pop up. We really won't see the wildflowers peak for a while, but all right, that's a look at what we've got going on there. Okay, should we go out to the remotes? Let's see what the gang is doing out there. Okay, who do we have?
Gosh. So you
Okay,
came all
oh,
the way
there's
here
Meredith.
for this.
Came all the way here.
How many
Meredith.
dog
Meredith.
competitions are there?
Hello?
I mean, like that you can
Oh,
win.
I don't think she
Like
knows
the
she's
course of a
live.
year.
Meredith. Oh, hello.
Bit,
Oh,
but
here
we
she
do
is.
Probably.
Hi,
Hi.
I'm live, and you know who I'm talking to?
Who?
A dog wizard, if you can believe it or not.
Is he like a dog
Hi,
whisperer?
everybody.
Do you want to interview with us?
Sure.
Come on, let's just like get away from the music a little bit. It's a little bit loud. So
All
we
right.
have music and dogs. So we're gonna walk up the mountain a little bit to find some peace. and
Yeah, if you were
quiet.
staying at the Airbell and had no idea what was going on and you were trying to sleep in, you'd be like, "Oh, I had no idea there was this many dogs in Vail. It's like 101 Dalmatians going on out there."
It
Wow.
is kind of like 101 Dalmatians. Here.
Okay, so that's good. Okay, we're fine. You can do your interview there. I can't hear any
All
music.
right. Can you hear us a bit better?
Yeah, yep. We're
Awesome.
good.
All right. Well,
10-4.
what's your name?
So my name is Matthew Bond, and I'm from Dayton, Ohio. We came out this weekend to compete with the Dock Dogs and Dueling Dogs competition here at the Mountain Games.
That's incredible. So I was actually just asking him, how many competitions do you do with your pups a year?
So typically we do somewhere between 15 and 20 different competitions throughout the United States. We always love coming out here to Vail. This is our 6th year coming out here, I think.
Incredible.
So it's always one of the favorites that we love to travel for.
Yeah, because the environment or the event itself?
All of the above.
All the above.
Yeah, it's like every year I come out just a little bit earlier. Like we got in on Tuesday morning, and we'll leave Tuesday next week. So we'll spend a full week here.
Amazing. And so how many dogs do you have?
We have 6.
Wow.
So we travel with 4 Australian Shepherds and 2 Belgian Malinois.
Incredible. I saw your van. You've got this decked out van with a bunch of pups in the back. And yeah, so how old are the pups?
Meredith, what kind of vehicle does he have? I mean, you must have to have like a Sprinter van or like a trailer with all the.
Yeah.
Do you have any children?
We have a full-size Sprinter van that's all decked out for the dogs. It's got all kinds of climate control, safety features. So as we travel, we know they're well protected.
Oh my gosh. Do you have kids too?
No kids, only 4-legged ones.
Oh my gosh.
And you have a partner in crime for this.
Yeah, so I've got one of my other trainers and my girlfriend with me this weekend. So she's here to compete as well.
And what competitions are you guys in?
So we're in all of the Dock Dog stuff. So we're going to do what's called extreme vertical, which is a high jump for the dogs. We're going to see how high they can jump up and grab a toy that's suspended out over the water. There's the speed retrieve competition, which is just how fast can they run, jump, and swim 58 feet of total distance. And then big air, which is the long jump for dogs. How far can they jump and what kind of distance can they cover? And then we'll do dueling dogs, which is a side-by-side drag race, kind of like the speed retrieve competition. So it's a lot of fun. It's going to be a great thing to see this weekend.
This is incredible. I love that it can bring you so much joy and the dogs.
Oh, absolutely. I tell people, Dock Dogs is fun and it's great to get out here and compete with the dogs, but the people you meet along the way is awesome. And to watch the dogs just enjoy running and playing. I mean, they start howling and screaming when they see the pool. They just love it.
I love it. Well, thank you so much for joining. I saw you walking around. I was like, the dog wizard. That's who I want to talk to.
Right.
So I'm really grateful you joined us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Okay, good luck. Good luck with your 6 dogs.
All right, thank you.
That's amazing. That's so cool. They travel the country. Wow, Meredith, he does like what, 15 or so or more competitions throughout the nation?
Yes, I was so curious because I feel like this dog competition is so unique, but I guess there are competitions out there for these pups.
Yeah.
And I'm actually on this bridge that brings you right down to Lion's Head. And this is where all these dogs are resting and getting ready for the
Oh,
competition.
wow. Yeah, yeah. So are these different dog owners, or are these going to be vendors? So yeah, so it's kind of like soccer games. They bring their tent, they
Yes,
stay
exactly.
cool. You got some shade, and you have your little setup and everything. Wow. Wow, that's pretty
It's
amazing.
crazy. I know.
Okay.
There's about eight tents, and I probably about 20 dogs I see getting ready, resting
Okay.
for the competition.
Okay, yeah, and they're gonna have practice starting pretty soon. Really cool. Okay, well, we're gonna take it to a break, and then we'll check in more with Meredith, with Ken, give you some details on what's happening with the GoPro Mountain Games. Also, other things like live music. We've got some things happening: live music in Vail, live music down in Avon, and of course, some fun events happening down Valley this weekend. Stay with us on more Vail Daily Live.
Plastic surgery isn't just about looking good, it's about feeling good. At Mangett Plastic Surgery Institute and Skincare, from the moment you walk in the door, we want you to feel confident and empowered, while our team of specialists help you find the best version of yourself. With two of the nation's leading plastic surgeons right here in the mountains, we have one goal: personalized care with exceptional results. Mangett Plastic Surgery Institute and Skincare. Your beauty should be effortless.
We are back with more Vail Daily Live. Want to give you a quick look at the weather, and then we're going to talk about some live music that you can check out this afternoon. This weather report is brought to you by the outlets at Silverthorne. They have mountains of brands, fresh air styles, elevated savings. If you're looking for something to wear this weekend, hop on over there. They've got some super cute items. Check out Banana Republic. They've got some really cool white tops, some eyelet lace tops. But weather for today, we're going to see plenty of sunshine, a few clouds coming in as well. Kind of cooled things off yesterday, which was kind of nice. We'll see highs right around the 80s and probably the upper 70s for Vail, but really pretty warm for this area. We're warm already. Eagle 55, and then Vail, Edwards, and Avon are already at 57 degrees. Denver coming in at 72. It's going to be a hot one down there. And then overnight lows back down into the 40s. Real nice, cool, and comfortable for sleeping. And then windy this afternoon, though. The winds could gust up to about 35 miles per hour. So if you're going to go road biking, I would probably do that in the morning. It's just kind of annoying when you're out there on your road bike trying to get in some miles and you just got a headwind, it seems like, in both directions. But nice weather as we look into the weekend as well. So really a good time. I'm so excited that we have a big event outdoors like we do with the GoPro Mountain Games, and then all the live music that we're going to have with this as well. Tonight, Yonder Mountain String Band, and then in the afternoon, Mountains of Music will be happening. So Yonder Mountain, they're going to be here this evening. Tickets are still on sale. I think you could easily get the lawn seating with no threat of rain, just $10 for the lawn, and pavilion is $15, and those are all general admission. And then that's gates are going to open at 6. Showtime is 7 p.m. And that'll be, you can get your tickets, grfavail.com. And then during the day, we're going to have music. Tyler Grant is going to be here. He'll be here at 1 p.m. And then plenty of music going on. Johnny Schlepper Band, they'll be playing at 3 and at 5. And this will be at the Geartown Solaris Plaza. And then Dave Tucker, he's back again, and his imaginary band, 3:30. He'll be near the Go RVing Doc Dogs Arena in Lion's Head. And then Emma, our very own producer behind the camera. Can you say hello, Emma? You got your camera? All right. She is going to be singing tonight. She's got a fabulous voice. She's a graduate here, went to high school here. She's going to be singing with Max Clark at 5:30 at Latour. And then Vail Chop House. We've got Phil Long playing at 4 p.m. Always a good show. So the Doc Dogs will be happening. You can go see Phil. That should be awesome. But yeah, tickets still available if you want to go to the Yonder Mountain. And then live music at the West End. This is on Wednesdays and Thursdays and Saturdays, 5 to 8 p.m. at the Lookout Lobby Bar Terrace. And this is going to be happening every Thursday and Saturday up until Memorial or Labor Day weekend. So that's a look at a few other things happening beyond the mountains of music at the GoPro Mountain Games. So really fun to see so much live music coming back to the area. But Ken Hovey is standing by. Ken, you got off the mountain. You got away from the ants. Where are you now? Let's see.
That is a good one. Hey, good morning, Tricia. I did get away from the ants. I scrambled. I was up in that vicinity up there just a little while ago. You can feel the energy in the air. That is for sure this morning. Although it is still quiet here at Solaris, things are starting to pick up. And I was surprised. I actually saw part of the Yeti crew here. Jessica was out for a run this morning. She's part of their marketing team. This is the opportunity I think a lot of people don't realize for the mountain games is kind of the networking that goes on behind the scenes. You know, the opportunity for so many different manufacturers and companies to come together in one place and get everybody together and brainstorm and collaborate and also have a good time. And as I'm looking on my monitor, my hair, Tricia, my hair is just having a horrible time this morning.
Well, you know what? It's going to be even worse because we're going to have 35-mile-per-hour winds. So you're going to have to put a strap your lid on.
That's what I heard. But it is exciting to see everybody come back. And it's amazing how quickly Vail is transformed into the mountain games. I mean, it takes like a day and a half and boom, everybody's here. And then, 4 days of excitement, and then all of a sudden everyone's gone. But the memories that are created here are just incredible. And it's nice to see this legacy continue here. Earlier in the program, you had mentioned how Rick had announced the games for 19 years. I think all of us have, just sort of this soft spot in our heart for the mountain games, and especially our kids. My sons are 15 and 13, and they know the mountain games as part of their life, their entire growing up. So that is pretty cool. Speaking of which, coming up a little bit later in the program, I am on the hunt for my atomic artist who ironically does Grateful Dead stuff. And we've got one of the Grateful Dead members that are going to be playing this weekend. That sold out quickly. But also a little bit later in the program, Tricia, on Tuesday night, Vail does their whitewater races. There is one more race that's going to happen after the mountain games on Tuesday. And I went out with my son, River, who's going to compete in the downriver race for the GoPro Mountain Games, and took some helmet camera footage of that. And I'll share that with our viewers in just a little bit. So if you're wondering, what does the course look like? Am I capable of paddling this? You'll get a pretty good idea. Now, that whitewater race series is on Tuesdays, 5 o'clock. This is completely separate from the GoPro Mountain Games, but it is so much fun. It takes place on Gore Creek in the village, and the paddlers that show up, a lot of them are local, but lately we've had a few competitors that are competing in the mountain games, and they have been giving the locals a run for their money. And the kid that you showed earlier, do you have the Vail Daily with you there?
Oh,
Tricia?
yeah. The Vail Daily cover.
Hargrove, what's his name
Yeah,
again?
it's Mason
yeah.
Hargrove. He's out of Phoenix City, Alabama, on the cover of the Vail Daily.
So Tricia, if you recall, a couple weeks ago, I was over in Buena Vista and I showed you that video clip. That was Mason. Mason is the junior world freestyle kayak champion and is definitely a top threat to win this competition here at the freestyle hole. And they've been adjusting it. Vail put in a bladder system so that they could actually articulate the water in real time through air bladders to make the wave certain shape. So they've got the elements to contend with this year, as we do have low water, but the feature's looking pretty good. And paddlers like Mason, they are going to send some very, very big tricks. But look at the mountain this morning. I don't want to stand blogging. Isn't that beautiful? I mean, just such a pleasant morning. Grab your coffee out here. Yeti's grind. A lot of people coming in and out. And Solaris is definitely a place you want to be throughout this weekend because a lot of the activities do happen here.
I know. Now, Ken, I got to ask you about the flows,
Yes.
because we're seeing these warm streams having a little bit of a connection. Can you hear me, Ken?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, he can hear you.
Yeah.
Hey, tell me a little bit about, because the Vail Daily was saying, let the games begin. The Gore Creek kind of peaking, right during this time.
Mhm.
It's interesting because it's not like the mountain bike course where you can practice it and where the rocks and the technical features are.
Yeah.
The water changes, the course changes every single minute practically out there.
Yeah, you glitched a little bit, but I think I caught what you said there. Hopefully you can hear me. Yes, the courses themselves they do change with. You got me there? All right, good.
Yeah, I
Hey,
got
thanks
you.
to our
I got
viewers.
you.
We love you guys. They're like, hey, we've done Zoom calls before. We know how this works. No big deal. Just roll with the punches.
Am I on mute?
Yeah. At least I don't have the cat filter right now. But you raise a good point. Yeah, like on bike races, you really get to know that terrain. It's pretty much identical day to day. Whereas in whitewater races, it can change with just a few CFS of water going down the course. One of the biggest questions that I've received almost on a daily basis from friends is, do you think Gore Creek's going to go? And when they write that, meaning, do you think Gore Creek's going to go? Do you think that the Gore Creek race is going to happen? And I'm feeling pretty confident that it is. I checked this morning. I did not look at the actual stream flows, but looking at the creek in general, it looked good. It's at a good level. It's a little bit low, a little bit bony. I call it a Rocky Mountain reef.
Ooh,
Trisha,
yeah,
if you're on a paddleboard in the ocean, you watch out for the reef if you're surfing. Here we've got our riverbed reef to contend with, but it looks promising. And I'm also excited to learn more about the new race that they implemented. Homestake went away. Homestake Creek race, the Class 5 race, usually takes place on Thursday leading into the games. It is not happening this year. They did, however, add a more mellow-ish creek race on the western side of Vail in West Vail. And that'll be interesting. Although it's not the most challenging course, it will definitely have a lot of little moves with this lower water to have those fast times.
Yeah, and can we watch that? Like, is that spectator friendly? I know Homestake was pretty hard to get to for spectators, but what about if we want to watch?
Similar but different, I would say. I mean, with Homestake, you say it's difficult. Good morning. You say it's difficult to watch. It kind of is, but you do have the road access right there. There are going to be several spots along the bike path that you'll be able to check out the action. I'm sure that people that are driving along the frontage road will see it. There's also several bridges that go across Gore Creek in that vicinity that you'll be able to stand and cheer. And I'm sure there'll be some banners hanging up there and lots of cowbell.
Okay, yeah, cowbell. I wonder if they'll be giving out some cowbells. We love to get all the free stuff at the mountain games. I'm just checking out page 812 and 813 in today's Vail Daily, and we've got the whole lineup. It sounds like Geartown, where you're standing, that opens bench shelter. Skywalker, and I think they're going to be your guests in a few minutes, right, Ken?
I'm on the lookout. I'm hoping that our executive assistant back there at the studio is on the phone with them, trying to locate them, because I'm definitely interested in what they're doing. I mean, it is a ski town, and it's good to be talking about skis, but excited to have everybody back here for the GoPro Mountain Games. When you show up, parking is going to be at a premium. Be aware along the frontage roads this weekend, as I'm sure the lots are going to fill up quickly, especially with the concerts that are going to be taking place. But back to you, Trisha. Weather is looking fantastic, and I'm excited. I'm earning some kid points by taking my son down to Denver today. He's got some stuff he wants to do so that I can come back and just focus everything on the mountain games.
Oh, I know.
So much to do.
I know how much you love the mountain games, and you've been a part of it for many, many years. So we're excited to have Ken Hovey out there reporting. Hey, we're going to take it over to Meredith right now, because apparently the dogs are on the move. So there they are. So this is right at the base of Golden Peak. I mean, not Golden Peak, over at Eagle's Nest. What am I talking about? It used to be a Golden Peak, and you could see the owners getting ready. And you gotta sometimes talk these dogs into it, but they're very focused. Here we go. There we go. Oh wait, maybe not. But so that's the platform. That's what they're going to jump off. And then you can see all those numbers. That's going to help you figure out how far did these dogs go. And they have all sorts of sensors and different things, so they can electronically measure, almost like photo finish, some of the dueling dogs. But this is really cool. So this is at the base of Lion's Head. So the Eagle Bond gondola, you could see that on the side. That will not be running this weekend, but the Gondola 1 out of Vail Village will be running. Here we go. Look at that. Oh, I love it. It's just so cool. And these dogs, they're having so much fun. This is what they train for. This is play for them, but it's pretty serious for the owners. I'm sure there's prize money and free dog food or something for these dogs and their owners. But this is the Dogs competition. So they're practicing this morning. And they're going to be doing this practice at 8 a.m. Then at 9 a.m., they'll have the Big Air Wave 1, 11 a.m., Big Air Wave 2. And then they'll have the Canine Super Wall at 11:40. And then waves 3 and 4 will be at 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock later today. So they go in waves, they advance on. So maybe pick your favorite. Maybe there'll be some side bets going on. Look at the spectators. Everyone's watching. Everyone's hanging out. Oh, that's so great. It's such a beautiful day for this. And Meredith is standing by because she's showing us the video. She's not doing her audio because we will get in trouble if we go live with any kind of music that's licensed music behind us. So that's what we're looking at right now. Okay, look at this guy. He's got like a red vest on. What is happening? Okay, here we go. The owner's getting him ready to go. All right, he's wagging his tail. He's happy. You're gonna see him jump. Okay, and they're the sponsors. You can see all the sponsors, dog food sponsors, all sorts of pet supplies, all sorts of pet vendors will be in the area. Look at them. All right, come on. Let's see it happen. I wonder how they practice at home. If they've got like a dock in their backyard, did they have like a inflatable pool like this? Like, did they build a swimming pool? How does this work? Okay, it looks like he's trying to entice his dog to do something. All right. Okay. Well, that is what's going on. So we got wave 1 and 2 this morning, wave 3 and 4 this afternoon, K9 Super Wall, that'll be happening at 11:40. So stop by. These events are absolutely free, everybody. So you can just head out. Parking, if the parking structures do fill up, you could always hop into on the frontage road. It is free parking right now. It is $35 if you stay, your car stays overnight. So there is a fee for overnight parking. So just so you know that's what the parking situation is. But these are very popular games. We do happen to have a lot of people that like to come into town and come in from out of town. You know, we talked to that guy earlier who's from Ohio. He's bringing his 6 dogs all across the nation for competitions like these. All right. I wonder what this little dog's name is. Okay. Oh, all right. Well, we're gonna take it. We've got some video that Ken took going down the river. His sons are getting into the sport just like their dad. Ken Hovey used to kayak mostly, and then the sport of stand-up paddleboarding was invented, and they've taken to that. And so, are we gonna show that video, guys? Okay, so we're going to show you some video that Ken just took. I think we're going to bring Ken back in. Here we go. Okay. Oh, hey, there's River. All right. So this was along Gore Creek. This is over in East Vail. And you got to go under that bridge. There's that pedestrian bridge. Yep, there's Ken saying, you got it. All right, do we have Ken? All right, Ken, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay. All right. We'll take Ken out of this. But oh, good job, River. He's oh wow, look at this one. Okay, so you can see what you gotta kind of do. You gotta balance on the board. Your paddle is kind of navigating which line you take. You learn how to read the river, and there we go. Looking good. You can try stand-up paddleboarding on flat water if you want. You want to get the hang of it first, and you can go over to Avon's Nottingham Lake. There's the Bighorn Park in Eastvale with a small pond over there. You could probably take it over to Freedom Park, I'm guessing. I haven't seen anyone over there on a paddleboard. It's a little small, but and then maybe try the Upper Colorado. It's crazy how they've done. Here's the Bridge Street Bridge. And then they're almost down to International Bridge. And this is where things are going to be wrapped up, the finish line, if you will. And this is kind of when you leave Solaris and go towards the mountain, that's the International Bridge with all the flags on it. And then there's a pedestrian bridge as well. So, yeah, we'll have to have Ken walk us through this video again. But just cool to see. This was on a helmet cam from Ken. And thanks, Ken, for that video. We'll try to get you on so you can tell us more about it. But that's what's happening. We've got a lot of things going on with the mountain games. Whitewater, we've got mountain biking, we've got e-bike races, we've got trail running races, we have dog competitions, we've got music, art, and so much more. So stay with us. We'll be right back with more Vail Daily Live.
We're for the fashion forward and budget minded. We've got the brands that set you apart, the style to make you stand out, the looks that let you shine. We are for the dreamers, the doers, and the savers. Outlets at Silverthorne. Elevate your savings. Save up to 70% on the best designer brands. Visit outletsatssilverthorne.com for current sales and events.
The GoPro Mountain Games are also about fishing. And if you get inspired by some of the catch wars that are going on today or some of the accuracy events that'll be happening with the casting throughout the weekend, hey, head out there and do a little fly fishing yourself. We have some amazing rivers in our region. Not only do we have the Eagle River, but we also have the Roaring Fork, we have the Frying Pan, we have the Colorado, and Fly Fishing Outfitters can take you there. Fly Fishing Outfitters, locally owned, Orvis indoors since 1992. They're located in Avon, right next to Agave in the Westgate building. And, we're really seeing the rivers peaking and starting to drop. And what's been interesting is throughout this time is the rivers haven't gotten too cloudy. A lot of times during this time of year with the runoff, it's not really good fishing on the rivers. You may go to higher Alpine Lake, maybe do some fishing up there. But John Packer and the crew over at Fly Fishing Outfitters, they've had some fun out on wade trips. And that's really a good way to go right now. With the river being really high, it's tough. It really takes a lot of strength to stand in some of these fast moving waters. And the in the eddies and right along the banks, they can be a little saturated, so a little tricky as well. So make sure you're going with the pros. Call them up. You can do a float trip or you can do a wade trip. They'll take you wherever you want to go, half day float, full day. They can get you situated. You can find out more by going to flyfishingoutfitters.net. On their website, they give you details on what the rivers are looking like, what the fish are biting on. And they've got a great store with all the equipment, all the gear, all the flies, fly tying classes. They've got Orvis School with their Orvis Indoor Shop. They do several schools pretty much every week of the month of June, July, and August. So go on to flyfishingoutfitters.net for more details on that. But we want to thank Fly Fishing Outfitters for that fishing report. And now we got Ken standing by, and he's got the pro skier, Chris, and the artist, and going to take a look at what they're doing. Ken, it's all about athletes, art, mountains, and music. And this is going to be more of the artist side of things. I don't know if we've got Ken yet. Okay, looks like they're still getting set up, according to Rachel and Emma in the back. Okay, let's pull in the schedule just so you can see what's going on. Again, it starts bright and early with some of that practice. We saw Meredith out there with the dogs getting ready at 9 o'clock. They will kick off some of their waves this morning. But the 2021 schedule, once again, we're so happy to have these games. These games were actually postponed from June to August last year. But then with COVID, the pandemic, they knew they couldn't host it. So they just had to scrap it all for 2021 or 2020. But this morning, we'll see some big things going on with Big Air. Wave 1 at 9 a.m., Big Air Wave 2 at 11. And then 11:40 will be the Canine Super Wall. And then waves 3 and 4 will be at 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. today. So maybe plan your day around that. And the GoPro Mountains of Music, we're going to have Dave Tucker and his band, his imaginary band, playing over in Lion's Head. And then wave 5 will be at 5 p.m. And then the Canine Super Wall will happen again at 5:10. And then we've got the Doc Dogs Outdoor Big Air walk-up qualifying rounds. So if you want to try to be a walk-on your dog, you could bring them at 6 p.m. down to the Lion's Head area. But we've got Ken and Chris standing by. All right, guys. Okay, thanks. Great to see you. Thanks so much for coming. I can't hear them. I can't. Oh, Ken, I can't hear you. Shoot. Okay, let's take it. Okay, we'll let you guys reload. Oh wait, no, I can hear you. I can hear you now. I can hear you. Oh wait, no, it's Meredith. Shoot. Okay, I can hear Meredith. We're gonna go to Meredith right now. Hey Meredith. So we were just
Hi.
going through the schedule. So it looks like a full day of all the different waves 1 through 5 for the dogs competitions. Oh, a lot more people are out there now. It was pretty quiet when you first got there this morning.
Yes, it's so interesting reporting with a lot of noise with you, Trish. Normally I'm out in a mountain, or it's
And you just hear the
7
birds.
a.m. and the village is a ghost town. So it is really exciting. The dogs are practicing right now, and it's so interesting to see the different levels of the dogs, because some dogs get up there and they get some stage fright and they don't want to jump in.
Is that what was happening with the dog with that little red vest?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I actually have seen a few dogs that have experienced that. They're just getting stage fright, and so they
Okay.
will send them around down the ramp just to introduce them to the water, and
Okay.
and try to get them to take that big leap of faith, really.
Okay, awesome. It looks like we've got Ken Hovey now, so we're going to take it back over to Vail Village, where Ken Hovey is standing by with Chris.
Let's try it again.
Edler. We're trying it again. I can hear you.
What?
Oh!
Look what I got, Chris. It's working. Oh my God.
I want the golf clap.
Yeah.
All right. Tell Chris hi. Chris, I interviewed you a couple years at SIA when you had the atomic skis and the Grateful Dead. So that was a couple years ago.
Were you drinking with her?
I just can't remember. There was some drinks that were had.
No, it was
guitar
during the
leg
show.
Oh yeah.
Trisha.
I'm coming over to watch it. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Oh yeah, look, we got viewers that are just stopping by. Live stream. Good to see you. All right, Trisha. I know you want to conduct this interview so badly, but I'm going to take the reins on this. Thanks for your patience this morning. Good to see you guys. What's going on? What are we doing down here for GoPro?
Take it away, Sky.
Well, we're doing a big collab together. Chris and I have been commissioned by GoPro and the Mountain Vail Games to create this piece together, and it's kind of like a floating island of Old Man Winter and Mother Nature. And
yeah, it's cool. I know. I'll give him the final shot.
Okay,
it's beautiful. Now, this is a combination between your two efforts. You're the pro skier. You're the remarkable painter. Two unbelievable men out here, Tricia Swenson, collaborating to make this happen. What brought this? Like, what was the creation? What was the inspiration?
Well, fortunately, because of my skiing, I've been doing artwork on all my skis for many years, and Sky and I have become close friends. We just, look at that.
Oh, there it is.
Monster, but there's
there you go. See,
yeah.
cutting edge technology we got
This
going
is
here
pretty
together,
nice.
right?
But-
Roll the B-roll.
But yeah, we collaborate a lot together. So this was just another opportunity. We're always trying to bring each other into different projects.
I love it, man. These images are just amazing. Now, those are on your skis themselves. A lot of these.
Yeah, a
artwork?
lot of the artwork's on skis themselves. And
How many people do you think buy your skis for the artwork, or because they think they can ski like you? If they buy them.
That's a valid question.
Right?
I don't know if I have an answer. Yeah.
I mean, they're beautiful. Then you're like, hey, maybe I'll ski like Chris.
Yeah.
That would be
Well,
awesome.
the Grateful Dead collaboration that you mentioned is I would say for the latter. A lot of people are hanging it on their wall.
Yeah, those are
Those
amazing.
were limited release skis.
Are you so fired up on the concert that's taking place?
I am very fired.
Are you?
up, yeah.
Do you have any kind of special VIP access to
I
this?
kind of do. Yeah.
I would hope so. Trisha, we got UPS. They're making their deliveries right through here, so it's going to get loud for a second. Beauty of live TV. They're delivering the goods. We're delivering live broadcasts, and yeah, this is going to be really, really loud.
Nice branding back there. Go UPS.
Go for it there, guys. He's just going to flag it right there. The big brown delivery truck. So let's get to it though. As far as Trisha, you mentioned it earlier. GoPro is all about athletes, art, music, and mountains. Did you know this? That's like the official tagline. I mean, you bring both of these here. I mean, you're an athlete, and we have the art. What is it about GoPro that is so special?
I mean, I'm contractually obligated to just tell you how much I love them. No, I mean, they've supported my ski career almost. I think I got brought on during the Hero 3, maybe even the Hero 2. But, yeah. So I've been with them for a long time. Back in the day. Yeah, I mean, they document all the things that I love to do.
I love it.
Now bringing in the art realm is amazing.
Is Nick showing up at this?
Not that I've heard, but I'm grateful for that man.
Yeah, you never know.
He's become a good friend. And he actually has some of our work, so
in his house.
Yeah.
Or on his yacht.
Yeah,
or one of his 9 private jets.
You never know.
That's all right. What's the highlight for you?
Well, last year I was commissioned by GoPro to design the posters for the event, which got delayed. So all the poster work this year is my art, and then they said, we need to do a live painting, and I was like, checked with Chris, he was available, I'm like, let's do it.
I think it's great.
Actually, where are those? Where are those? Yeah, people watching this, I designed some socks for Smartwool too.
Oh my gosh,
we have
what?
Here, you can have a pair. There's a pair for
really?
you. Come
Okay.
on by,
I
get a
gotta
pair of socks.
Are you giving these? Do you
Yeah.
understand how many people are going to show up for these?
Yeah, I will give some away.
All right, these I got to show you these. I've seen the artwork around here, Trisha. Check out the socks. These are the official socks of the Mountain Games.
Official socks
Oh my
of the
gosh!
Mountain Games.
Everybody remembers or has their socks from previous Mountain Games. You
And
realize?
that was my art in the previous ones. Too.
Oh my God! Look at that guy running the drop. So sick. All right, everybody's gonna want these. Thank you.
You're
It's
welcome.
put perfectly. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I've been involved in the Mountain Games since its inception. I always love seeing, like, every year it just seems like they're pushing it a little bit further, right? Some kind of new big trick, something to look forward to that you hadn't seen before. Things that you've seen in the past or expecting to see this year. Hey, Gordon!
Yeah.
That's what I love.
That's the team.
That's the stuff I love right there.
Yeah, so things that I've seen in the past, I've never been to a mountain game, so I'm excited to see the kayaking. I kind of want to see it all, but
Slackline.
my whole family's out here, kids. I have a 3-year-old, so he's excited.
Oh my gosh, the eye candy for
the Strider races.
Oh,
he's
yeah.
a boy,
Yeah,
And
they're
so-
gonna be cruising around.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
gonna be
totally.
fun. The for you showing up here, where's your home base and where do you normally do this? I mean, you're gonna be painting in front of people live at this event.
Absolutely. I'm based in Encinitas, California, not too far from his house in Mammoth, California. So that's how we get to collaborate and meet up. But I've never been to the Vail Mountain Games either, so I'm really excited.
Dude!
Yeah.
First timers.
We want
I
to see
had
it
no
all.
idea. And this is the pressure that Trisha put on me to scramble over and get the interview. Trisha, I was literally setting up my rig like spontaneously.
This
quickly.
rig is impressive.
Yeah.
You guys should
What was
see
the
it.
name of the Instagram?
Shitty rig.
Shitty
Am I allowed to
rigs.
say that?
Yeah. No, it's okay. Yeah,
Next
okay.
slide photos,
Yeah.
too.
They appreciate my rig, the way my camera is set up so much, Trisha. They're taking a photograph of it. It is great to see
Oh my
you
God.
guys. Have a great
Hey,
weekend.
well,
This is going to
Ken.
be a popular spot. Your socks, I mean, these are just...
Hopefully Smartwool sent me enough of them.
I doubt it. I mean, the place is going to be packed. Well, I mean, I can tell you what to expect, and that is an absolutely great time. Lots of networking, lots of fun, lots of beer drinking, and a lot of really world-class athletes. And GoPro, what are some of the names that they're sending that are going to be competing?
That is a good question. I'm personal friends with Davenport. I know he's here competing, but GoPro didn't send him. But they have a couple kayakers. I think there's two brothers.
Nick
Jackson.
Troutman, Dan Jackson.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's actually not even brothers. It's his dad,
Oh no.
Eric Jackson.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. He's having like his third midlife crisis
Perfect.
right now.
Perfect.
So,
Perfect. No,
he's trying-
I think they GoPro puts out an email every year trying to get us to come,
Good. Well, I'm
and
glad
I don't
you're here.
know. I don't know who's showing up.
I'm gonna grab the camera off, and I call it a camera. Most people call it a phone, and take us through it. Take us through your art, and who has whose half?
Side, so I'll let him.
So normally we go back and forth, but this time we split it down the middle. I'm doing the left and he's doing the right. So we got Mother Nature and Old Man Winter, and then everything flowing off. And these are all elements of what's up in Vail. We got like trees and mountains and snow, and we've got animals like fish and mountain rams and eagles and all these things that kind of time the area of Colorado and Vail.
And where will this painting go once it's completed?
The green room, I believe, at the amphitheater.
Cool.
Yeah, main room at the amphitheater, and
Dave, is that correct? Yeah, we're getting thumbs up.
That's the man with the plan right
He's
there.
busy man.
Yeah.
All right. That's where it's going.
I want to give a quick shout out to my friend John Volek, who built this panel canvas for us. He's the mastermind behind making this
I know
happen.
you'll have to take him to the back. It's pretty
Yeah,
impressive.
come check
All right,
this
let's see
out.
it.
Come check it out.
So that way it can actually live somewhere and never warp.
He built and
Oh my
fabricated this
gosh.
whole thing for us in Golden and brought it up, and he's
Wow.
the champion.
That is major.
Yes.
That's a lot of welding.
a lot of welding. So
Cool.
Yes.
I love it. You got me all fired up, man.
Hey, come paint with us.
I'd love to. Finger painting. That's mine.
There you
Now
go.
I've gone to my typical
There you
hand.
go. Get in there.
Get in
There's
there.
no cap on
Notice
it.
they give me one with no
That's
cap.
the safety cap. That's the safety cap.
I love it. Good to see you, Chris. Just a great time to be here. If you are coming out, you guys are here just like basically throughout the day.
Yeah.
Normal
day,
business hours.
All day, every day.
All day.
Put it down. Come
Look at
by.
that.
Check it out.
Look at all
Skywalker.
this.
Yeah, there it is. And how do you say your last name? Ben Chetler.
Ben
Chetler. Ben
Bring it
Chetler.
in 3 syllables.
Yeah,
Pretty easy.
there you go. I love it.
There
It
you
looks
go.
great. Good to see you guys. Trisha, back to you. Not only good looking and athletic, but also artistically talented and polite. They were gentlemen. They were waiting all morning for me.
Sort of. Get out of here. We got to paint.
We're out.
Oh, that's so cool. And I love how it's their first GoPro Mountain Games. It's so neat to get people's perspective on what they think and everything. But just a beautiful mural. And like they said, that will be going into the green room, kind of the waiting room where the artists wait before they go on stage over at the Gerald R. Ford Amphitheater. And look up Chris Ben Shetler's collaboration that they did with the Grateful Dead. This was for Atomic Skis a couple seasons back. And it's kind of funny because Chris basically had to they had to explain to Atomic, which is a European company, no, the Grateful Dead, they're big time, so it's a fun story. Maybe we'll run that piece for you so you can see it later on in the show. But we're going to take it to a commercial break. We have more Vail Daily Live coming your way, including more Doc Docs coverage, and we're going to let you know kind of about the climate of concerts and entertainment and how it's coming back to life with an article here in the Vail Daily with Kelly Duncan. We are back on Vail Daily Live with our very own Kelly Duncan. She is one of our new reporters here at the Vail Daily. Welcome, Kelly. It's so good to have you with our team. I've been loving all of your articles. You've been working hard straight off the bat.
Thank you, Trish. Yeah, everyone has been very welcoming to me, but yeah, it's been busy.
Okay, I know, and we kind of threw her right into the fire. So you're covering. What are your beats? What are you covering?
So I came in and I was doing entertainment for a little while, and now I've switched all the way to the other end of the spectrum. I'm covering crime and courts and the lovely town of Eagle.
Okay, awesome. But we got something concert related, entertainment related in today's paper, Making Music Happen Again on page A2, and it actually spans a couple other pages. A nice long story, and you basically are delving into music post pandemic and what everyone's doing, and how we get that going again. I think I know I really missed live music. That was probably my biggest thing. And we were fortunate. We did have quite a bit, even if just the restaurants or Bravo had their tiny music box.
Sure.
So we did have some last year, but what were you finding when you delved into a little deeper of what it's like coming back from that?
Sure. Yeah. I think it's interesting, Trish. The larger scale concerts are sort of like the final frontier of the reopening that we've been going through for a couple of months now. And when I was speaking with a couple of different venue operators here in Vail, but also across the region, in Denver and in Aspen, a lot of what they were telling me is, that folks perhaps didn't think as much about the entertainment industry when we were thinking about the sort of quote unquote essential workers that were really impacted by the pandemic. And of course, as you said, we had kind of smaller music, live concerts outside of restaurants, or, I live in Edwards, so down in the Riverwalk, there was some great stuff. But larger scale concerts just weren't happening. So all of their staff was furloughed. They really weren't bringing in any revenue. We had, luckily here in Vail, we have the wonderful Gerald R. Ford Amphitheater. They were able to do some, smaller scale or reduced capacity shows last year. But for example, down in Aspen, they have the wonderful club, the Belly Up, and they told me, Michael Goldberg is one of the owners over there. He said, it just wasn't profitable or safe for us to open at all. So as they kind of get back into it, this will be the first shows that they're doing since March of last year.
Oh yeah, and I've heard they're selling out too because the demand is so high.
Yeah, no, a lot of pent up demand. As you said, I'm also a live music lover, and that's just something that we weren't able to engage in. Brian Kitts down in Denver, he works for the city of Denver, and he said, at venues like the Red Rocks, we were trying to do these kind of virtual shows where they actually, they were able to get that music out to a lot more people than would typically see it. They had a 3-night festival where 10 million people saw this show.
Wow.
But it's not the same experience. I think the beauty of live concerts is that kind of connection and that kind of flow that you get when you're, in a crowd of other people who are all sort of dancing and just loving the same music. And they're just all very eager to open back up.
Just seeing, I got kind of got goosebumps when you said that. I mean, just, the smiles, the energy that you have when you're with those people. And of course, you're all there for the same reason, because obviously you like the artist. It's just electric. So yeah, it's so good that is coming back. And are they going to have a pretty full schedule at Red Rocks?
Red Rocks, yes. Yeah, they have a really jam-packed schedule. One interesting thing that I noticed and that Brian Kitts commented on was that they are not only booked out for the summer, they've sold out of a lot of the bigger shows, but they're actually seeing artists who are more willing to take risks on scheduling fall and even into the early winter months, because they're so desperate to be back and to get out here, where normally, that's a big risk here in the Rockies.
I know, it could be snowing at Red Rocks.
Yeah. So I think that was interesting. All of the venue operators that I talked about said that it's been kind of this give and take of artists, not knowing when to reschedule tours, but then venues also not knowing when to reopen. So it's sort of like a chicken and the egg kind of thing.
And some of the big stadium shows, Red Rocks is, relatively smaller compared to a big football stadium or, hockey arena.
Sure.
So
I think that there's a lot of risk involved, unfortunately. I think that it's easy right now to feel there's so much relief and release that we're feeling right now, especially here in the Vail Valley, where 65% of our population is vaccinated. We're all just wanting to feel so happy. And, I've heard some folks say the pandemic is over. And I think it's unfortunate that we have to deal with the reality that the pandemic is not over,
it's not over.
It is still raging in a lot of other countries in the world. So a lot of new operators that I spoke with said that in order for them to reopen safely, they're really relying on folks to keep that sort of in the back of their minds, feel comfortable, feel at ease, feel excited about live music, but make sure that you're still being respectful and that you're still sort of honoring the work that these venue operators had to go through.
Are some of these venues going to keep doing any live stream things, or do you think they're all just going to go back to in person?
I think I'll be interested to see that. I'm not sure, but as I said, the reach of live stream shows is sometimes much wider. And I do think that there are, some folks in our communities who are immunocompromised or in general just more hesitant that might, be calling for that. So I think that'll be interesting to see.
And then you mentioned, I kind of think about movie theaters too, and how that's like an experience. You go to the movies, you call someone up, let's go to the movies. You take a date to the movies. We're so happy to see Capitol Theater back open again. I know you did an article about that. And also Riverwalk Theater, they've tried to be so creative with what they've been able to offer. And they've got, the little restaurant side and some live music under the marquee, but we're so happy. And, thank goodness they made it. They survived. A lot of movie theaters probably had to shut their doors and close down forever.
Yeah, I think it is really similar, Trish, because as you highlighted, we can listen to music at home. We can watch movies at home. I think a lot of us, myself included, did a lot of watching movies through streaming services at home, but you miss out on that sort of collective awe that you experience when you're, engaging in entertainment with a group. And I personally, I have a lot of strong memories connected to movie theaters. Your first date when you wanted to get out of the house, or just feeling some independence
Your
as
first
a youngin.
rated R movie.
Sure. Your first midnight release. There's
Yeah.
some excitement there. And luckily, as you said, the Riverwalk is doing great now. Capitol Theater very recently reopened. They were able to retain some revenue because they also own the the apartments in that building. But they similarly did have to, furlough workers. They've struggled quite a bit. And, I know the Capitol Theater guys are just absolutely so excited to be open again. I think that there was this concern for a little while just because we've seen such an explosion of streaming services that, I wrote about in my article a couple weeks ago. There were some people that were saying, are movies going to return at all? Is there going to be a demand for it? But I think you really are seeing it, as you said, because of that sentimental value.
Yeah.
Don't get
Yeah.
at home.
And you miss it, and you don't know what you've got till it's gone.
Yeah.
And so we've experienced not having live music, not having the big movies in the
Yeah.
theaters and the blockbuster films. So, okay, cool. Well, thank you so much for coming on. And
Of course.
you can see Making Music Happen again in today's paper. You can always go online and read it as well. It's in today's Vail Daily, vaildaily.com for more details. All right, we'll be back. We've got a commercial break coming up, and then we're going to give you some weather details and live reports with Meredith and Ken.
Trying to push the limits of Cordillera, and at this point in time, Cordillera wasn't ready for this house. The site views that you can see out here really, so we really tried to make it just all about the view. So you walk in that front door and you just open up and see everything out there in space. And the panoramas across the valley are just outstanding. So it was really easy. That really just helped lay it all out on the site really well for us. It's a really unique property. We put two 35-acre parcels together here for the client and went through a pretty exhaustive process, but it's pretty unique to have this kind of individual estate sitting on such a large format property inside a gated community. It doesn't exist anywhere else in the Vail Valley.
We are back with more Vail Daily Live. Thanks for sticking with us this morning. I want to give you another look at the weather. We're going to see some wind today. That's probably the biggest headline weather-wise. Same type of blue skies in the morning, clouds building by the afternoon. This weather is brought to you by Liv Sotheby's International Realty, the Colorado's leading real estate firm. Contact one of their broker professionals to help you live the life you love. Temperature-wise, pretty similar to yesterday as well. Upper 70s for Vail, 80s as you approach Avon, Edwards, and the down valley towns of Eagle and Gypsum. And then we're going to see temperatures overnight right around the upper 30s and low 40s. Temperatures for today, we're seeing 61 in Eagle and Vail already, as well as Avon, and 63 for Edwards. And then overnight, or the next couple of days, really great weather for all the live music outside, Pride in the Park in Avon, the Second Friday Art Walk on Friday in Eagle, and then everything associated with the mountain games going on. So that's a look at your weather. You're going to need plenty of with plenty of sunshine, you're going to need some good sunglasses. And these are some cool ones from Costa Del Mar. Costa, I was introduced to Costa when they came to the mountain games years ago. And they switched their name from Costa Del Mar to just Costa now. They started out as a fly fishing company, or a fly fishing sunglass company. They have a lifetime warranty. All styles are available in prescription with the Costa Authentic lens. I'm wearing the Sampan. These are dark lens, ideal for bright conditions like today. And they're a little more casual, a little everyday fit. They're a little bit of a wider fit. You can get narrow fit, wider fit, and that's what's nice is Costa lets you know they have a fit guide on their website. And that'll give you some details that'll help you find the right frame for your face. But stop by Eyepieces of Vail, the Art of Vision. They're located on the top of Bridge Street, across from Solaris, as well as their new location right there at the Sun and Out. It's called Eyepieces Sport, more sporty lenses. I think Costa is going to be there throughout the weekend in association with the mountain games. And then also a location in Lions Head. We've got one in Edwards. We have one in Beaver Creek. And then their seventh location is over in Snowmass. So don't forget to put your Costas back in their case so they can stay nice and unscratched. You are not wearing. We got the Meredith standing by. She is hanging out in Lions Head. She's been down by the dogs. What's going on down there, Meredith?
Yes, hello Trish. I found some peace and quiet. It's been a loud morning over here. So at the top of the hour, which I believe is right now, the first big the Dogs big jump, I think it's called, is starting the big air, that's right. Big air is starting right now, and so all the dogs are concentrating as much as their trainers, but we have a lot of yapping dogs, but they are excited. It is a beautiful morning. I almost wish I was wearing a short sleeve. It is toasty, and but don't fret if you're just waking up. There's going to be the big air competitions all throughout the day. All the way until 6 p.m. So you won't want to miss this event. It is so cute. There's also the Canine Super Wall that begins at 11:40. And for the past hour, we have 2-man rafts that are out fishing, doing a catch war, and rafting the Eagle River. So my thoughts are with them as I'm looking out at the Eagle River right now. I think you can probably see my view.
Oh, yeah. Oh, are you over at El Sabor on the deck?
Right, yes.
Okay. I couldn't tell. I thought you were on like some deck way up on the mountain. Okay, I get it.
Yes,
Yeah, and you know what? It's going to be fun.
This deck just calls for margaritas, but it's a little early for that.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, well, yeah, and that's what's gonna be so fun. You can pop into a lot of the area restaurants. They're all gonna be open during the mountain games. This is usually when a lot of them do reopen after being closed for the off season after the season ended.
Exactly.
So, and what we want to remind people is these are free events. So you can just show up, and then also the big air wave starts at 9. Second wave is at 11, and then wave 3 and 4 are at 1 and 3 this afternoon, and then wave 5 is at 5 p.m. So it really is a jam-packed day, and wow, I can't believe that one guy you talked to has 6 dogs. I wonder if they're all in this competition.
I know.
So,
they were like the first to arrive. He's taking this seriously.
Yeah, he definitely is. Okay, well, I think we're going to wrap up the show. I want to thank everyone for bearing with us with some of our technical difficulties. We had to start a little late this morning just due to some issues with our internet. We've been talking to Comcast about that. Hopefully it won't happen again. But I want to thank Ken Hovey for being on with us as well. And Meredith, we'll say goodbye. And we'll see you guys out at the games. We'll be, don't forget to subscribe to us on our channel, YouTube, like us on Facebook, sign up for the alerts so you get it on your phone, and then you can find out when we're going live, because we had to go live a little later today. We weren't sleeping in, I promise you that. But we'll be covering the games and doing some fun stuff out there. So follow our Instagram page, our Facebook page, and we'll see you later.